Copa America.
So many people coming.
All coming in so fast. It's kind of scary. It's so full. Hello you guys and welcome back to a vlog. This has got to be one of the coolest weekends. It's a Colombia filled weekend because we're going to Copa America. We're going to the finals, okay? The finals. Mami, prende la radio, enciende la tele, no me moleste que juega. I really do believe this is gonna be one of the most exciting weekends. Where do I even begin? We're getting back into our healthy girl era because homegirl has gained a little bit of weight, okay? Tell me how I went to the doctor and he's like, you've gained weight.
You've gained weight, but you don't look like you gained. That's what the nurse said.
Yeah.
She said you don't look like you weighed that much.
No, I could feel it. Girl, let me tell you something. I had so many vlogs.
Go get all that soda.
Yeah, later for tonight. We're going over to some friend's house and we're gonna be celebrating. Timeline completely crashed. It happened twice. Dennis was able to fix it the first time and the second time we were unable. So I'm not gonna wait around. Like, let's just film this weekend. I asked you on IG. This is a really great weekend because you guys. Do you wanna explain how we got invited? Because this is crazy.
TikTok is sending us to Copa America.
Yeah.
Okay? Along with Copa America. You're cutting off my head.
Sorry. I'm not used to vlogging anymore. So we call this the $7,000 email because I wasn't just like invited to this. Basically, we ended up going to a game. What was it again? I forgot.
Argentina, Peru.
Yeah, so we ended up going to a game, Argentina, Peru. TikTok had invited us, but we sat down with the team and they were like, oh my God, Copa America is happening. Colombia made it to the finals. Like, we have to go. Could we just like send them an email? We call it the $7,000 email because they did an amazing job at like pitching us. And here we are with 2 tickets and I'm so excited.
Salad dressing, pick it.
Salad dressing. Okay, let's see. Avocado oil. That actually sounds really good. Italian. Ooh. Damn, what the heck?
I organized them because we're probably gonna eat.
Ooh. I don't know, Bubba. Whatever you want. He's also got a haircut. He's looking schmancy. And we got a lot to do before tomorrow because we are heading out bright and early at 8 a.m. So let's fix the hair. Let's enjoy each other's company. I can't believe it.
Argentina scores. They sing muchachos.
No.
So they scored twice against Peru. Do you remember that everybody?
Oh, they have a song. Yeah. Do we have a song?
So I think that's the song.
They've sent a song, so I wonder if we have to learn that song. Girls, all right, let's catch up because I feel like it's been so long. Honestly, I miss you so much. I've been not well with YouTube, but I've been like really updating everybody on IG and on TikTok. Did this just melt? Here's the 411. YouTube is so special because you really see. We spend more time with each other, you know what I mean? I live in Orlando, Florida, okay? This game is in Miami. We went to the last game, there was 64,000 people, 937 to be exact, at the stadium. Apparently there's gonna be 100, and I wanna say 160 was the number? 160,000 people. I don't know if within the stadium actually, or like outside. The point is, it's gonna be really packed. Dennis and I are going bright and early because we made the mistake last time. We were absolutely, it was a show, okay, to say the least. We went really early and we had about an hour left to get to the game and we were only 25 minutes away. Girl, we underestimated that ride. There is no parking. Arrive at parking lot 1. The guy was like, closed, keep going. Parking lot 2, closed, keep going. We got 10 and then we had to circle back around and we ended up parking for $50 at somebody's house. And then girl, when I tell you, this was the first time in 4 years that I had strained my hair. And when I tell you, I had to run for 15 minutes. I was seeing the stadium all the way over there in the humidity, in the heat of Florida. The way I did my makeup that day, my hair, all the stuff, it was just all over the place. We ended up getting 30 minutes late to the game. It was so sad hearing the anthem outside. Oh my God, now we have to run 15 minutes. And like Dennis is running, we're yelling at each other. Pretty much we learned our lesson and tomorrow we're going bright and early. I wanna be there so early. I want to be able to just like relax, take some pictures, enjoy, get a nice little Diet Coke, you know what I mean? Like just enjoy the whole vibe. These tickets are expensive. When I tell you that was a $7,000 email, $7,000 email. We talked about it on the podcast, how it's crazy how sometimes you just have to knock on that door. I said, all right, come right on in. I'm so excited. Honestly, this is all I can think of. Friend Jennifer was going to come over. I don't know if you guys know, but she recently had a baby, so she is booked and busy. And still, she made time for me. We were going to watch The Bachelorette. It was a whole thing. So anyway, she was going to gonna come over. She was gonna see some friends down here because she lives in Tampa, but her friend ended up getting tickets to La Copa, which let me tell you are an arm and a leg. They are so expensive right now. The cheapest tickets are like 1,300 and they're at the very back, like where the wall is. So she was really only gonna come down for me and I was like, girl, are you sure you wanna do that? We both ended up canceling and realizing, no, we'll just wait till next time, because the other thing is because I'm waking up so early tomorrow just so that we can make it there on time and make sure we have time to just like relax and enjoy Miami for a little, have some Colombian food, you know, just relax. I was like, oh shoot, I'm gonna have to be waking up so early. And in terms of content, I want to create content, but today I'm going to be shooting some things prior to the game, if that makes sense. I want to create content around it, but I don't want to be so booked and busy. So I'm going to do like all of like the easier stuff. Obviously I can't like replicate the stuff at the game, but just so you know, little creator hacks, you know, I'm getting ready basically how I would for tomorrow, and I'm just gonna create a little bit of content around that. Got ready, and then the ride is 3 hours, so I'm gonna edit on the way there, record some stuff at the stadium, but really just be more present and online, and then edit on the way back. I have a lot of my cousins who are actually staying, which I think is so fun. I don't know, Dennis was like, I don't know if I really want to do that, and we're also going with his mom. Well, she's not going into the game, but she's gonna be like around. Honestly, none of this is like me at all. If you know me, I hate being in crowded spaces. I get very like concerts and things like that, but this is different, you know, this is different. I'm just excited to be connecting with you again. I feel like it's just been too long. I've been like plotting my comeback for YouTube for a little too long, and I was like, girl, clearly the Japan vlog, it's gonna take way long. I have like 5 hours of footage. We were almost done with vlog 1 because it's like a 3-part type of thing, and the timeline is gone. I was really considering, I was like, should I go get some Colombian jeans? Because I hate Colombian jeans, they're so uncomfortable. That would be the vibe for this, you know what I mean? And then also I just wanted to ask you, like, I haven't quite cracked YouTube yet. Like, what do I want to share? What don't I want to share? What are the things that you guys like to see? I feel like obviously my content has changed so much throughout the years. Granted, I've changed a lot, and so it's almost like reinventing itself in a way. So I love to know what you guys want to see. I think a part of it for me, I'm like, okay, I really like what I'm doing over on TikTok. I love the short form content that I'm creating. Maybe it's just having that be an extension of this, you know? But let me know. I went with a darker eye today. I went with a lot more makeup than I'm used to. I was kind of inspired by Penelope Cruz, you know? I was like, ooh, a nice sultry, seductive eye. Because we were actually watching some of my old vlogs, and I used to wear my eyes like this. And Dennis was like, you look so pretty. Like, what is it, you know, about you? I was like, well, I was a lot younger. But also, I would wear my eyes like this, and he always says it looks very, like, piercing to his soul. So, out my outfit. Let's see what we're going to wear for tomorrow, because I feel like that's a little piece. Obviously, a jersey, but let's style her. All right, welcome to my closet. Honestly, I feel like for the time of the day, girl, I've barely done nothing. All I've done is watch Lauren Giraldo's videos and my makeup and my hair. Let me tell you the time. What time is it? Oh, heck no. No. Girl, it is 2:21. See, sometimes I do feel like I operate better under pressure. If my friend was still gonna come over, I would have already been done with all the content that I was supposed to shoot. But because I'm taking my sweet time, it is also Saturday. Let's give myself a break. So here's what I'm thinking for the game. Obviously, the shirt, I need to do a little reset because you know my life is going a little bit into shambles when I don't have underwear, like fresh underwear, and the bed isn't made. Truly, it's like the little things that starts to get chaotic. So here's what I was thinking, and I need your help and opinion, as if you could tell me, but just pretend. I'm not gonna be wearing Colombian jeans. Those have traumatized me, but I thought these were like kind of cool. I don't know what you think. I want like some belly action. Though I won't lie to you, I've been feeling very insecure recently because I've just been eating anything and everything. Just recently started going back to the gym, and Japan was a whole thing, and I gained a lot of weight. So I don't know how comfortable, to be honest, I will feel, but all I know is this top has to work. But I was thinking, where is this thing? This is like so cute. Ooh, maybe it was this one. This goes around your belly, and it just looks so tropical and so gorgeous. Oh my god, I don't know if I told you, but Shakira is performing. Karol G might be there. I'm pretty sure Juanes is gonna be there. I also heard who else is gonna be there. Am I forgetting somebody? A lot of people are gonna be there. It's gonna be so awesome. So check it out. Isn't that kind of cute? Or is that ugly? I wish I was just a little bit skinnier right now. And this is just between you and me. I know I'm gonna get hate, but girl, this is my body, and that's the way I want it to look. I just want to look a little thinner. I tuck her in a bit. I really don't think I could do this. Like, I don't feel, plus I'm also on my period. Ugh, it's literally the worst, but it's okay. Day 2 already passed. I don't know how to style this shirt. Okay, that all right, in terms of earrings, I was thinking I have these. I feel are just so fun. It gives Colombia. If I want to be like so bold, I feel like these are also kind of cool. Or are these kind of ugly? Or I could just go with some hoops. My grandma gave me these. They're also kind of cute. This actually might go really cute with like that. And I'm realizing I don't really own a lot of like Colombian jewelry. Like I used to own so many, and then I wanted like the tropical Colombian hat, but I also don't own one. Like what's going on? When I go to Colombia this summer, I'm definitely gonna buy some. I don't know, girls. I think these are kind of cool. They're just like super wide, you know? It kind of gives like I'm chill and relaxed. I don't know, I kind of like them. I don't feel uncomfortable with this. Maybe this is a vibe. Ooh, I don't know. I like these. Yeah. That's kind of fun. Is that fun? Should we go a little higher just to see? Or could I go? Sometimes when your waist does show, you just look skinnier. But I'm not confident enough to wear it like this. It's kind of cute. No see. I'm gonna ask Dennis. As far as shoes, we're just gonna go comfy. I think it matters. Like this boot is so big. This is also gonna be really hot. Kind of fun. Honestly, I like it. I think this is the outfit. Shakira, Shakira. Oh, baby, when you talk like that. Is giving Colombia, or is this like giving crazy? I'd also put this in here. Might be a vibe. I like that. Ooh. This is this one. If you know me, I hate trying on outfits. Oh, this one is cool. Wait, should I put this one on my belly? Oh, I think that's cute. Yes, girl. I like it. Some BTS of filming some TikToks right now. I'm filming a little nail day. Planning on doing like a amarillo azul y rojo type of vibe for Colombia. We'll see how it turns out. It's just to be a little patriotic, right? Let's get it. Is there such thing as a YouTube transition? Let's try it.
All right, my peoples. The day has arrived.
Woo!
The day that Colombia wins.
Oh my god, I hope so. I've been nervous.
It's gonna be very hard. I meet up with Sabina and her boyfriend, and he doesn't watch soccer. He only watches football. So I was trying to think of a metaphor for what playing against Argentina is like. So I'm gonna tell him that it's like playing the New England Patriots, but instead of winning 7 titles, they've won like the past, all of them, for like the past 100 years. Then it's robot Tom Brady, mega Tom. That's messy.
Well, my biggest concern today is just finding a place for me to touch up my hair.
Okay, that's your biggest concern?
Yeah, it is.
Where to touch up my hair?
Yeah, like I have to straighten it. Also, they're about to get here, so I have to finish that. Should I? But I'm gonna fix the eyes and then finish it in the car, because I just don't want to get all this powder everywhere. Ugh, being a girl is so hard. Also, I have my change of clothes because I don't want to get sweaty. I'm big on not sweating. And so I was like, bring a deodorant. He's like, for what? We're literally gonna be out on the road all day. You want to freshen up.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you, I'm just saying it's gonna make you feel more comfy.
Anyways, I got a haircut. Thoughts, questions, concerns? When you have a golden retriever, your mouth will just have hair for no reason.
Tell them who's gonna be.
Who's gonna be there?
Shakira!
Okay.
Shakira!
She's not the most important person at the stadium. I am.
Guys, this is like our Super Bowl. I'm telling you.
It's bigger.
Oh my god, this is the best.
The biggest of the big. I mean, unless we make it really far into the World Cup, nothing's gonna beat it. All right, well, y'all already know. First stop, Dunkin. Hey, what's good? Dunkin sponsored me.
Figure out where my eyeliner went.
It's right there.
No, but this isn't. I don't think the one I used yesterday. This isn't the one. Oh, here it is.
Check it out, people. It's the hair that I had in my mouth.
Ew, Baba.
Mentally preparing for a 7-hour car ride. Eyeliner dried up?
Uh-huh.
Is it from Japan?
No.
Okay, so we're good, because you can buy another one. If it was from Japan.
No, but I don't have another one.
Oh, okay. No, I understand, but it's not to the level of they only sell it in Japan. Ole, ole, ole.
I honestly, I'm a little...
Mad?
I'm
Aggressive?
A little
Stressed? Buckling under the pressure?
I need to do this before we get in the car.
Yes.
It's really shaky.
Uh-huh.
And I don't understand why. Is this the one that I was using? Is this the eyeliner?
No sé. ¿Qué te digo?
Alright, honey, I need some time for myself.
Ah, you told me to vlog. So I'm
but
vlogging.
I can't seem to like focus.
If you had a man, if you had a guy, if you had a dude vlogging you, would it annoy you like that?
It's not that. I'm just trying to figure out my makeup.
Your makeup's fine.
I have 5 minutes.
You could literally go with no makeup, no one would say anything.
I don't care.
No one would notice. No one would bat an eye.
I'm just mad that I practiced my makeup and this isn't working today. I don't know what's
You
wrong.
practice your makeup?
Yes. Oh Oh, yes, I figured it out. It was just, it got dry, so I just removed the top because I was about to like really be making.
I already have one.
We're on our way. Hey.
can't
I actually still have to do my makeup, so we're on our way to Dunkin, I think.
Yeah, we're going to right now.
This is Jonathan. Sorry to not introduce you. Jonathan and
everybody.
Sabina, the kitties. Hey.
But would it really be a family function without stopping at Dunkin' first? Like, I really don't think so.
Right.
I
No,
really
no,
don't
no.
think so.
Honestly, I'm happy I did like the eyeliner back home and the hair. I'm also happy I planned my makeup, as little as that seems. Sometimes when you're just like rushing in the morning, I don't know, I freak out. Anybody else? I just kind of like, especially for a big thing like today, the hair is what has me a little bit worried, to be honest, because Florida, it's Miami. So I did bring my straightener. I'm hoping maybe when we stop for lunch somewhere at like a restaurant, maybe there's a plug. It's the downfall of like having to travel same day up. My cousins are actually staying at an Airbnb, and I told Dennis, I was like, why don't we stay? And I don't know what it is, but Dennis doesn't really like staying anywhere, so that didn't become a thing. Put some highlighter on. This highlighter has been with me since I started YouTube. Is that a good thing? I mean, I don't think so, but makeup's just that kind of thing I cannot throw away. I know it's bad for you. Actually, I had a little hater be rude on TikTok. They're like, and you're wondering why you always have bad skin. Oh my God, I was about to say, did I forget my mascara? Dude, that would have been detrimental. The only thing I don't really love about my job so much is sometimes it could seem very vain. Like even today, I'm trying to like capture content. I'm trying to capture pictures, and it's not in my personality to be that way. Sometimes it feels like it's pulling at a part of me that isn't really me. I'm really happy that I was able to record a bunch of content before. If you haven't caught up with it on TikTok, girl, because I would not have been able to wake up this early. It's literally 8:24. I really should have put on waterproof mascara because, girl, if we win, I'm gonna cry. If we don't win, I'm gonna cry. So either way, I'm crying. All right, we could do the lips later.
I unlocked.
Thank you, my child.
Of course. I've been upgraded to child.
Yes.
I'm usually slave.
I am your father.
Before.
Slave. That I said in front of his dad, and he was like, damn, I forget what he was like, oh, like, why are you using that phrase? And I was like, I mean, someone's labeled me as slave, so got a large iced latte with butter pecan and blueberry.
I've been wanting to try the blueberry. That sounds so good.
Yours has blueberry.
Oh, is that why?
Yours
No,
has
but the
blueberry hazelnut.
So wait, what is yours again? Pecan.
Yeah,
that's the part.
yes.
That's the part.
Iconic order.
Yeah. It's
Is that just dark?
Just large. Yeah, it's a large
Okay.
ice. No, just black and no ice.
Oh wow, interesting.
That's like Netflix murder.
Why no
Yeah.
ice? It makes it better. Or?
Just more. The way I look at it, you just get more coffee.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Actually, that's
Ice takes up
smart.
a lot
The
of
most bang for your
Makes
buck.
I get a
Yeah.
small one
Oh,
hazelnut,
geez.
shot of one hazelnut, one blueberry, and oat milk. Super good. This is actually Natalie's Zach's order. Super yummy. What do you get, honey?
I get a large caramel iced coffee. Cream,
Yum.
no sugar.
Dennis playing tango for the losing team.
Put your enemies closer.
You're Argentina, you don't bandeja, you just walk, you stare at them. You stare at people dead in the eye.
Exactly.
With your bandeja.
We're at a Colombian restaurant. Only in a Colombian restaurant. Not me dancing next to the toilet. Bandeja paisa. Bandeja paisa. Sarina got that. You got that. Dennis got that.
Since I'm eating your tostones, I'm just...
What's up, everyone? We just ate. We're about 30 minutes away from the game. Now he's getting ready. Not be late. Hopefully we don't have to run. We don't miss the anthem.
Okay, so my boyfriend just tried Colombian food for the second time. How would you rate
It
it?
was awesome.
It was really good?
Stuffed. Great portions. I mean, I feel a little more Colombian after that.
Definitely. How do you feel about my culture so far?
I'm loving it. That's the best way to describe it.
Way better energy.
Yeah, 100%.
What's gonna happen if he breaks your
I don't
heart?
think I've ever cheered this hard against Messi ever.
Really?
And I'm a Real Madrid fan. And he broke my heart many times.
If you met
But
him,
I
would
don't
you
even
cry?
hold it against him.
If you met him, would you cry?
I would say, Bo, que miras, Bo, Bo.
To believe.
You know that meme about him? Yeah. Que miras, Bo.
What does that mean? Like, give me the ball?
No, it's like, what are you looking at, dumbass? What are you looking at?
Guys, we made it! Copa America finals. Let's get it.
I love that people are just like die-hard fans.
I know.
People are just like,
Right? Isn't it great?
I woke up 6 o'clock.
Dude, we're here. How early? Six hours early.
Crazy.
Nothing like an American football game.
It's more than just like regional.
Right. This isn't like 2 state teams. You know
No,
what I
it's
mean?
like the entire country of the United
country.
States.
I know.
Yeah.
Like this guy, I'm telling you, this
Like-
guy was dressed like this.
Like think about the NFL. You get your all-star team,
Yeah.
and you play against New Zealand's rugby team.
Right.
En todos los estadios, estuve en Boston, en todos lados. Sí.
¿Y qué diga
Todo era celeste y blanco. sí.
¿Verdad?
Pero ahora van a ser mayoría pares.
Ay, más colombiana esta
Primer
vez. You ready to be loud, honey?
Let's do it.
You guys, we're currently outside of Hard Rock Stadium, and I'm pretty sure we just heard Carol G
Practicing the anthem.
Pretty sure. Is that Carol G practicing?
I was actually singing it, and it's featuring Carol G.
Yeah.
I am the official anthem singer.
Outfit of the day.
My mom would hate it if she knew I wore these shoes. They're so comfortable.
¡Vamos Colombia! ¡Vamos mi selección! ¡Vamos por esta copa! ¡Hoy somos campeones! ¡Colombia! Para verlo bien completamente.
They could have interviewed me easily, but whatever.
Just so you guys see, there's an hour left, and it's already packed. Brianna, Colombia.
Yo subí un video con mis papás y usted me le dio like.
No, de verdad. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Of course. How are you? What's your name?
Lucia.
Lucia, such a pleasure. Oh my God, are you so excited?
Yes.
Are you for Colombia?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. Early too.
Yes,
Oh my
it's so
God.
good.
I
Really
know.
all I see is Colombians
I know.
too,
I'm
so.
excited. It's gonna be good.
Thank you.
Enjoy so much and stay safe. Okay, guys, finally made it in. We learned from last time. Not a lot of people.
We are 3 hours early.
Yay! Much better than being late.
We're gonna go into the stadium literally right now, and then it should be empty. So
Yeah.
we're gonna get to look at the field. It's gonna be
Yay!
really nice.
Got some Diet
There you go.
Cokes. Ooh, that's ours.
Yeah.
Then got some Diet Cokes, and I got some water. Here? Here? I just forced Dennis to take a bunch of pictures of me. Got a little pre-game snack, fries, chicken, burger, Diet Coke. Oh, Diet Coke is so good, right? So crispy.
Table a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people.
Isn't it crazy how different the vibes are this time around than the last time we came?
Last time we ran.
We ran.
We were late.
I didn't bring these little things. These things are helping me a lot.
Your hair was everywhere.
Everywhere. I strained it for nothing.
It was not a good time.
Yeah.
Like yes, but no.
Not the guy booing. How are you feeling?
I don't even know how to feel.
I'm so excited. Not us being next to an Argentinian who's literally booing.
People broke into the stadium and it delayed the game. But people are actually coming in now, look. So many people coming in.
Wow.
We got really fortunate, we came really early.
Yes, I wanted to come early. Damn, now it feels like a party, but they're all coming in so fast, it's kind of scary. Right? It's so full, it's crazy. Oh my god, they're about to come out. The tension is insane, but it's all love. Oh my god, seeing that is just happy.
I'm scared.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like throwing up. Colombia! 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 My heart. Literally shaking.
Esta noche tenemos que ganar.
Ay Dios, ay Dios. ¡Pasa! ¡Ah!
Vamos Colombia, que ganar.
Dios mío. ¡Eso! ¡Eso! ¡Ay, señor! ¡Ay, otra vez para arriba! No. Everybody's saying bad words. I'm not gonna translate. That's so sad. Messi's hurt. Ay, ay. Shakira. That's offside?
They're dying, look. They're so tired. Pain. Lots of pain.
I aged like 10 years. Oh my god, supposedly I was on TV. I didn't see it. You guys have to ID me. This is crazy. Thanks for worrying about us. We made it safe. I'm gonna do a get ready with me TikTok. We made it safe. Vean lo que me acaba de dar mi amigo. Gracias. Buen partido.
I was like so little.
Are you kidding? Honey, get in here. He's so sad.
Like a bum.
I don't know what happened.
You look like you belong in a circus.
It literally makes no sense.
You are a clown.
I don't get it.
Your pants are so dirty.
I know. I've been through a lot today.
How are you gonna turn that?
I've been through a lot. Yeah, you're right.
The time we went to the Orlando game was obviously very different.
No, it wasn't like that. Like just the energy. There was a part where everybody was like, I was like, this is so bad. Everybody was like, and I almost
To the referee.
Yeah, and I almost wanted to be like, wow, this energy is crazy. I almost wanted to like also say the word.
You said it once.
No, I didn't. Did I really?
You did.
That's the 5 seconds I was on TV. Imagine.
I didn't say. Considered
Yeah, you can't.
a slur. The ticket said at the beginning that if someone says that, you're
Out.
subject to being removed.
Hello guys, good morning. I just came from outside to get the vlog camera that was in the car. Arrived at 5 in the morning. Oh my gosh, so much to recap. We woke up at 5
PM.
p.m.
PM to be like, yeah.
We just finished having breakfast. What a freaking night. I don't even know where to begin. There was so much that went down. 7:40, the game was supposed to start at 8. And I asked Dennis, I was like, why is this so empty? Like, because literally it was so empty and the game was about to start in 20 minutes. And you were like, this is what happens when
Tickets are so expensive.
tickets are so expensive. So I was like, wow, I thought this game was going to be so full. All of a sudden they start extending the game and you're like, this is very odd. This doesn't usually happen. They're like this storm of just sound and people. And I start looking
It's like
from the
screaming.
left side.
Yeah.
And it's just like masses of people. Like masses.
It's
Like
like-
all crammed in.
it's like
We're
when
already
you-
in the stadium, by the way.
When you drop like a bottle of water and like just all spills out, it was like
That's
that.
how it was.
But-
That's
but-
a great
but
way of putting
humans,
it.
like people.
Humans, yeah. And so this man's like all disoriented, like running towards us, and then this lady, this Colombian lady's like, are you okay? What's happening? Like, I'm scared. I'm gonna leave here. She was telling her husband, this is crazy. And then the man was like, you see this? So he had glass and he was like bleeding. He's like, this is nothing. People out there, they're hurt. It is a disaster. So intense. And I didn't really realize what was happening until obviously after they extended the game and we started looking at the news, because there was the policeman that came on the television. Did you see that?
Yeah, but he had no audio.
It had no audio. So I was like,
what
what
he
is
saying.
happening? And then that's when we hear the storm of people, and then that's when we find out everything that's happening.
People jumping in over fences and air ducts.
In air vents.
We got there really, really, really early, so we
Yeah.
were very fortunate.
So that's the thing. We got there 6 hours earlier, which everybody kept kind of like telling us, like, you guys are going so early. Like, why are you going
It's like
so
ridiculous, but we were like, no, we experienced something really bad last time where we didn't make it,
Yeah.
and so we said, okay, this time it's gonna be different. We're gonna get there really early.
Like, so early. Like, I wanted to be in
Yeah.
my seat. I wanted to have time to go to the bathroom 4 times. I wanted to, like, have my drink. And we did all that, thank goodness, because I do not do well with crowds.
we were literally probably like the 10th person in line.
Yeah,
to get into the stadium, to the whole stadium.
Into the whole stadium, which is crazy.
So we went in there. We had a good time. We bought drink. Like, we got water, Coke. We got food. We sat. We got to go to the bathroom multiple times. Like, it was so chill. It was very calm.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
And then we just sat and waited, and then like our area got filled up with Argentinian fans, and we were just like, okay, what's going on?
We're like, where are the Colombians?
like there was no Colombians.
Like, are we gonna really be cheering here?
And then I started getting texts like, are you okay? How are you doing? Like, is everything all right where you are? And we're like, wait,
that's
should
when
we,
it gets
should we be worried?
Yeah, that's when it kind of gets suspicious, and you're like, what the heck is even happening? There's so much to say, right? It's like the emotions of being in the game, the stadium. Like, once all that was done. Because like, I'm trying to think about when my parents asked us, like, what did you think about Shakira, for example, right? So like, Shakira, it was a
ass. Ass. It has halftime shows in soccer games don't mix. Like,
no. Even I was excited for Shakira, but when she came out, I was like, why is this happening? Like, we're in the middle of a game. It would have been great. It
felt pushed.
It did.
It felt forced. It felt not good.
It was just like heavy, the environment. I was like, no. I wish she would have either come in the beginning or at the end.
Beginning, because at the end, like the trophy ceremony, like everything.
Yeah, and like when Karol G came on, which she was at the beginning, you guys, that was so powerful. Like, just the stadium, First of all, after knowing what everybody had gone through to get in there, and oh my god, I have a friend who literally spent an arm and a leg on this, and she wasn't able to get in. I feel so bad looking at her updates. To everybody that wasn't able to get in, my heart goes out to you. Seriously, like it was a disaster out there, and I cannot imagine. Oh my god, no. I feel so bad. I keep mentioning that to Dennis. I'm like, literally the worst thing. I was afraid to be late because we were late to the other game, and that was like my biggest fear. I was like, I do not want to miss this. I do not want to miss this. How many times did I ask you, like even 2 days before, the day before, all I kept saying is like, are you sure we're going with enough time? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Like over and over.
So the game was at 8 p.m.
originally.
We left here at 8 a.m.
Because we're in Orlando, so it takes
on the
us 3
dot.
hours.
It takes 3 hours to get there.
Yeah.
So we arrived in Miami around 10:45, 11. I'd heard that the parking lots opened at 3. And so we ended up being at the stadium at 2:30. We got dropped off by Sabina. And we didn't even have to park. We got dropped off on the street in front of the stadium, walked, literally ignored all of the festivities.
Yeah, because
there was
we
like
learned
barbecues and stuff.
and that's the other thing, like that gets, what's the word, criticized a lot. Like you had mentioned, in Argentina, people are used to this because usually it's like blocks upon blocks upon blocks until you get to the stadium, right? Is that the right?
And not just that, but there's like multiple security checkpoints.
Points, right?
Yeah.
Whereas here, it was not like that, girl.
It
It was like the street, it was the parking lot, and then it was security,
It was
and then it was
security,
the stadium.
and then tickets.
Yeah.
Like right next to each other, right? And so they were so close to each other that someone could run through both if they really tried to.
And when you see videos of people running through that, like I cannot imagine. For example, I think about my friend who like literally paid. I can't imagine her then watching videos of people who just stormed in.
Yeah,
Like, are
crazy.
you kidding? That's crazy. And
Our
our
section
was
got
that,
flooded
guys. It
with
was bad.
not very good people
It was
who weren't supposed to be in their seats
No.
in our area. And we were just like, okay, something weird's going on
Something weird is
because
definitely happening.
these people really should not be here. It's getting really packed.
Yeah, it was rowdy. Also, like the people around us, were not well. Like you know when somebody's like out of it, like not just drunk but high.
No, people were
and, like,
pulling out bongs.
it was
People were
sick.
whipping out like weed. It was like bottles, and
It was heavy.
no one
The
went through
energy was
security
heavy,
checks. That shit was
heavy.
scary.
Yeah, that was really scary. And then obviously we lost. Well, not obviously, we lost, and it was very sad.
Yeah.
And just like one thing about, because I was telling Dennis, I love basketball so much. Like I love going to the games, but there is nothing like the energy inside of a soccer stadium. People going for their team. It really just makes you so proud to like be Colombian. It's so sad. Now I'm
You're gonna
sad.
cry.
The guy
Yeah.
next to me was crying.
Yeah.
It was just so heartbreaking.
and so like we stayed longer just to like avoid any maybe chaos
I
that
hate
happens
crowds.
after.
I hate crowds. I don't go to concerts. I don't do this type of stuff because I hate it. Okay.
So Natalie kind of forced me to watch Argentina celebrate
Oh, Dennis was so sad.
for like an hour. And we were surrounded by Argentinians, and I'm literally me and Natalie were the only people with like the yellow shirt.
And
from
they're so
Colombia.
nice too because
And we're just sitting there and just observing the ceremony and like us not getting it.
something that really gets me that Dennis said, because when we walked out, it's like, oh, just the somberness, the sadness. Dennis is like, can you imagine these streets right now if Colombia had won?
Yeah.
So sad.
The thing is, Argentina's so used to winning that it felt like, oh yeah, we won. And that was
But then
it.
you
That's
saw
how it
that one
felt.
video on TikTok that was like,
Argentina celebrating.
no, Argentina celebrating was another thing. But
Yeah.
just like how, I don't know what it is.
We're also very like, we made it to the finals, and we need to
Yeah.
be appreciative of what the
Exactly.
team made. And Argentina's lost a lot,
That
like
part.
on their journey to becoming the best team in the world.
Yeah.
And so we can't expect to make it and then not lose ever, and to not experience heartbreak, because heartbreak prepares you. Like,
Right.
I love basketball, and so I'm a Celtics fan, and we made it to the finals and we lost
Yeah.
multiple times, and then this year we won. It kind of makes that win that
More-
much better, because
right.
you went through the experience of loss, right? And so you're like, finally we
It's-
made it. We climbed
yeah.
the mountain and we did it.
It's interesting because like this morning I told you, I was like, I'm sorry for not really like being there for you. Like I didn't know what to tell you because he was so sad. Literally Argentinian people saw his sad face and they're like, Che, here's this beer.
¿Por qué estás
Like,
tan amargo, Che? ¿Por qué tienes esa cara de amargura?
because Dennis was like, just so
I was
sad.
just like,
Of course. But here's the thing. I didn't realize it until really yesterday when I was in the crowd cheering for your whole country. It's like you're cheering for everything that you are.
Like
you think about your parents,
the meaning of yourself.
Yes,
like
you think about
your
everything.
purpose.
That it is that deep. Like it felt like it wasn't that deep until it became deep, and I was like when everybody was like just even shouting like, "Ew, what?" It's just like you just feel like you think about your parents, you think about everything that Colombia has been through, you just think about everything, and we lost. Yeah. At least we had a great time.
For us, the experience was great.
Yes.
And like I was telling you earlier, like I do want to have the sympathy and the empathy for those that didn't get to see it.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
And had a really horrible experience, but for
I
us,
have that.
For us, we had a good time. And like I said, fortunately,
I'm
we went
so
very
sad for
early,
those
and it's
people.
sad that other people didn't get to experience it so smoothly.
No.
Like we did.
Or just
Because even the
like-
people that experienced it, for the most part, had an awful time getting in.
My
Like,
God,
we didn't experience any of that.
I was telling Dennis, I was like, if we had been a part, like if you had been that guy who came in running with the glass, like if you had been that guy,
Yeah.
would we have pushed past or would we have just left? Because I am very when I'm telling you I fear this type of stuff, I'm not about this type of stuff at all. Like no, not at all.
I thrive on energy and crowds and
Not
people.
me.
I like it. I don't mind getting pushed around if you're inside like, a crowd of people.
For me, I'm like, I'm out. I'm
like the
peacing
danger
out.
is not cool, right? But like,
No,
if
I'm
you're like around people who are like hyped for a game and like they're all chanting
great.
and
No, I
saying
like
like
that
it's-
type of stuff.
Like when we were
Yeah.
leaving the Argentina game though against
Yeah.
Peru, like you were scared.
I'm always scared.
But
in
we were
crowds.
going through a ton. And it was just a bunch of Argentinians, and it was fine.
But
like,
it was my first time like experiencing that, and I was like, oh my God, literally anything can happen. I think the part that really gets me is you said it yourself, right? Because when we saw the storm of people come in, I was like, I feel unsafe right now. Like these people are not meant to be here. You were like, nothing is going to happen. Everybody just wants to watch the game, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
And it's true. Does it obviously like it doesn't?
I didn't
brush
feel unsafe.
off the bad things that they did to get in.
Yeah.
Not at all. That's terrible. None of that should ever happen. Nobody should be fighting police people. Nobody should be disrespecting anyone. None of that. Because my biggest fear is always like, what about safety? Like metal detectors. Everybody just got in like that. But I didn't feel unsafe once we were in it. Like the energy was great, but the before and the after. The before is always just, oh my God. So yeah, my heart goes out to everybody that.
It's like I said, and I probably said it in this already, that in the day that people wanted to watch the game, it wasn't about. No, I didn't feel at risk of like being pointed out and being like, "Oh, get him!" Like kick his ass.
Yeah,
like, no, that's not gonna happen.
The people in front of us did end up having to leave.
They got
Remember?
caught. And over there, that police officer was getting like the wave of people that were coming in, and he ended up really getting a lot of people. I saw 2 people in handcuffs that were being pulled out of like their seats.
Gosh.
There was like problems everywhere. At the end though, everything ended up getting under control,
Yes,
and
thank
like it seems
goodness.
like the police really took it seriously. But like,
That
I
should have
don't
been
think
from the start.
the U.S. and America and the cities are ready and comprehend. Like, it's not a Miami Heat game. It's
No.
not. It's not a basketball game. It's not a football game. It's a soccer game, and people are wild. And it's. I think I had read that it was 120,000 people were going to Miami to see this, and like, you can't do what you normally do.
No.
Like, it
No.
requires more. It requires. Oh, we usually have 100 police officers at a game. No, you need 1,000.
Yeah,
you need
and
2,000.
this
You
was
need 3,000.
foreshadowing, as we had said, from the last game. That one Uruguayan, right? It was
Yeah.
Uruguayan guy
Yeah, the
was
fight,
like,
the fight.
he literally went on live TV and he was like, "This is unsafe for our kids. Why is this happening? This is not under control here. Like, let's get it together." But like the guy that snuck in and you were like that because I didn't even recognize him because this guy came with 3 different pairs of shirts, 2
That guy
hats.
went ready.
To change. I
was
didn't even
talking
recognize
to my
him
dad.
most of the time when he was changing.
I was talking to my dad, and you know, he's from Colombia.
Yeah.
But he knows how things go, and so he was like, no, a lot of people probably went with the intention of sneaking in from the start.
That's
like,
crazy.
There's people that went
That's
with
so
that in
sad.
mind.
That is so sad.
And the idea of blending in and just getting in there, and then to me,
That's so sad.
I can't comprehend doing that, but at the same time, it's the type of people that have always done that in life, like done dirty shit and done the wrong stuff or whatever. But I don't know where to go with that. I have more I can say, but I don't want to say. Like, it's sad.
There's that. I know we're sad. It's kind of like somber in the sense of I
No,
wish
Colombia
we
played
had
really
won.
well,
Colombia
and
played
what
really well.
I told you that you didn't understand fully over there, that I hope maybe one day you can understand is, we played better, in my opinion, and most people's opinion, the whole game. And the fact that we lost in extra time hurt me more, especially with only 2 minutes left. Than if we would have just gone to penalties and lost in penalties. Like, that would have been so much better. And I am happy though that we fought and didn't get our ass beat 3-0, 4-0 like we maybe would have in the past. Because Colombia always fizzles out. It played really well, you know, and this is how it is. I'm really proud to be Colombian, other than the stupid shit that happened at the stadium. Fix your shit, World Cup. Make World Cup better. Don't let it be weird like this.
This is an experience of a lifetime. We'll never forget it.
Losing. I remember losing forever.
Oh, Paul.
Yo, what's that one Copa America that was a disaster? We lost.
Oh, no, it wasn't like that. Comment below what I could do to make Dennis feel better, and thanks so much for being a part of this. I will be back on YouTube.
Didn't someone tell you to give me a hug tour?
Yeah. Anyways, a woman's got, no, just kidding. I posted on Instagram for the first time in so long because this man, he doesn't post, ladies.
Follow me on Instagram. This is my Instagram right there.
Anyways,
Instagram right there.
Yeah. Thank you guys for everything. Thanks for joining me. The Japan vlogs, who knows if I want to even re-edit that at this point. I'm just trying to be back on YouTube.
Maybe
and
just
that's
like little
it.
Bits and pieces. You can chop it up and make it like a highlight in one video.
Yeah, because you guys, we've edited that twice. Thanks for everything. Oh my god, I met so many of you. That was the best. That was the best. That was the best. Aww.
For those of you that like taking pictures with Natalie, do you like taking pictures with me too? Because I never know. It's always like a yes, no, maybe so. Like they're taking pictures and then they look at me like, "Are you not getting in?" And I'm like, "I don't know." Like,
I think you do both. You let them and then you do one with them.
Yeah, that's how we always do it. All right, peace out. Bye. I'm in my underwear.